intensity in his eyes and the pressure that he's under right now. You know, when you talk this much trash, you know, you realize that that's an extra thing that you have to overcome when you get to the octagon, living up to the expectations of what you put forward. That said, Rashad Evans is an outstanding athlete, great college wrestler, very good at mixing up striking and takedowns, really good at making unpredictable transitions. He has knockout power that he exhibited in the Forrest Griffin fight where he won the title with ground and pound. Of course, in the one-punch knockout to Chuck Liddell and the high kick knockout highlight reel of Sean Salmon. But what he does best is take guys down and beat them up. He's great at faking guys out, moving quickly, and of course, as we said, transitions between striking and grappling.
Rashad Evans, 19 wins in his MMA career, steps into the Harley-Davidson Prep Point. Mike Van Arsdale, Greg Jackson, Mike Winkeljohn, everybody, Jonathan Chainberg, everybody says that Rashad is in the best shape ever. Everybody says that Rashad is ready like he's never been before. Rampage says, Rashad, your mouth has written checks, you can't cash. I guess we'll soon find out.
We will soon find out indeed. It's, you know, as we said, it's a really, really highly emotionally charged moment tonight.
I can't believe it's finally about his.
Yeah, I mean, as we said about with the Tito and Ken fight, there was a lot of hype behind that, but most insiders knew that Tito was on another level. You know, in this fight, it really has been a 50-50 proposition odds-wise all week. That's rare.
Both former UFC light heavyweight champions, Dana White has promised a shot at the title to the winner against Shogun. Rashad works his way into the octagon. Sugar Rashad Evans. He likes to put on a show. How will he react to all this emotion? Will he beat Rampage? That man is a beast. Very prideful man from the tough streets of Memphis, Tennessee. And he said about Rashad that he's brought out the best in me. He's brought out the beast in me. First fight in 14 months, motivated, great chin, bigger, stronger, and more determined than ever.
Quinton Rampage Jackson has incredible punching power. Real one-punch, go-to-sleep knockout power with either hand. Very, very difficult to take down, and he has some incredible power slams of his own that he was famous for in Pride, including the highlight reel knockout of Ricardo Arona, which is probably the scariest slam I've ever seen in the history of mixed martial arts, where Arona caught Rampage in a triangle. Rampage lifted Arona over his head like he was a pillow and slammed his head into the mat, knocking him unconscious. One thing to consider right now is that Rampage has the A-Team movie coming out in a couple weeks. There's a lot of other things on his mind. How much press has he had done? How much other things have been distracting him from his training camp?
Well, that was one of the, well, he's done it before, but that was one of the reasons why Rampage felt comfortable and he desired to go to England again. He's big with his family, his 4 children. He obviously has been in big fights before, got his fatigues on. ready to get into the octagon, but Rampage feels like he got away from it all. Lance Gibson, former UFC fighter in his corner. Michael Bisping, the Wolf Slayer. He said, that's my fighting family. I love being over there, and they have pushed me like I've never been pushed before. He's still haunted by the Shogun loss, where the devastating knees and the soccer kick ended his night. So, he can do a lot of things tonight. He can bring it all back into his world. He can beat Rashad, and he can set himself up for a rematch with Shogun if he can take care of business against his true arch rival here in a matter of moments.
Yeah, the winner tonight will be at the top of the rankings at 205 pounds.
Wins in his mixed martial arts career. Defeated Dan Henderson a few years back to become the first unified champion in MMA history. Has stopped Chuck Liddell twice, once in the UFC, once in Pride. That 2004 slam of Ricardo Arona, unlike any other. And here he is, Quinton Rampage Jackson.
One of the things that's been most shocking about the promotion of this fight is how many people are rooting for Rampage and how many people are booing Rashad. That is unexpected.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening, is brought to you by the only motorcycles worthy of being in the octagon. Harley Davidson, Jackson 31, Evans is 30. It is Jackson who is 2 inches taller. It is Evans who will have a 2-inch reach advantage. With the official introductions, the veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 UFC light heavyweight warriors have now entered the world's ultimate proving ground for fighters. Well, they would go to war against each other in the octagon. As this is the main event of the evening. Presented by UFC Undisputed 2010 video game, available now. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, with Chairman Pat Lundvall, Executive Director Keith Kaiser, Commissioners Francisco Aguilar, Skip Avancino, Bill Brady, and TJ Day. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Glenn Trowbridge, Sal D'Amato, and Marcos Rosales. And our lead physician, Dr. Anthony Ruggiero. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Herb Dean. This bout is sponsored by Bud Light. Here we go. UFC Undisputed 2010 video game available now. Expendables, starring Jason Statham, Jet Li, Randy Couture, and Sylvester Stallone, in theaters August 13th. And now, this is the moment of truth we've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer and a wrestler. Holding a professional record, 19 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. 75 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 206 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Sugar Rashad Evans! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record, 30 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Irvine, California, by way of Memphis, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Quinton Rampage Jackson!
You know the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. Touch it up, let's make it official. Back to the guns.
Wow. There's some intensity in the air right now.